Welcome everyone to day 34 of session 2 of this online Sahaja Yoga meditation course. My name is Mark and I live in New Jersey on the east coast of the United States. And before we go any further, we are going to have a foot soak in the first part of the program. So here's your chance to be ready when we do our foot soak together. Just a reminder of the things you'll need to bring. Now this is called session 2 of the course, but in fact, Sahaja Yoga programs are open to everybody at any level. So if this is your first program, you should be able to enjoy it and have a lot of very pleasant, silent inner meditation state. And if you've been coming since the beginning of the course, it'll be building on what we've covered before. And if you've been practicing Sahaja Yoga for many years, you'll find that going deeper into the meditative state is amazingly beneficial. So in the course, we review what we covered in earlier classes, and we'll also go deeper into them. We'll explore new topics and new techniques. So the goal in this course is to just keep getting into that silence more and more, deeper and deeper, really establishing that silence. Sahaja Yoga is based on what is already within you in potential, so there's no way we can charge for what's already within you. So Sahaja Yoga is always free. Now, if you are new, or even if you're continuing, we have quite a bit of support built into this course. So you can ask for a breakout room by sending a chat to Breakout Room Help in the Zoom chat. And maybe you want to talk to a Sahaja Yoga teacher at any time during the class where something is a bit confusing, or you just want to know a bit more about something that you don't think we covered it was not clear enough for you. So you can ask for that anytime during the course or at the end of the program. We also have all the course recordings and the materials that we hand out as PDFs on the course website, and you'll see the link to that in the Zoom chat. The other way to really get settled into Sahaja Yoga and really feel the essence of it is to attend in-person programs. So if there's one near you, you can find out by looking it up on the internet, and that'll really give you a tremendous amount of support and encouragement, is meeting people in person. Also, you can even work one-on-one with a Sahaja Yoga teacher. We have a mentoring program. So again, the link to that will be in the Zoom chat, and you can request a mentor. We don't run the course every single week throughout the year. We do take breaks. And so having a mentor, somebody that you can meditate with, get encouragement from, ask questions to, is really useful in those periods where you don't see us on the course online. You can still meet up with your mentor. Also, say we're on a break and you would like to get together with some other 21 Days people, you can send a message in our WhatsApp group. So make sure you join the WhatsApp group if you haven't already. That's on the course website. And you can say, let's get together, let's have a foot soak, and we'll arrange something online. If you have asked for a mentor and you haven't heard back from us yet, that's because we are looking for somebody who hopefully lives near you, speaks your language, and it'll be hopefully a successful match. So be patient if you haven't heard back from us yet. On Sunday, we talked about the theme of respect, your self-realization. And today, we are going to cover the topic of the left heart chakra. In Sahaja Yoga, we have the heart, which occupies this whole area of the chest, and we have a center heart, a right heart, and a left heart. So today we'll look at the left heart, and the essence of that is the spirit. In today's program, we'll have 2 presenters, so 2 guided meditations. You'll enjoy a video excerpt of one of Shri Mataji's talks, and we'll also have live music. And then also at the end, you will get a chance to ask questions to us, the presenters, and we'll also share some of our experiences. So now I'd like to introduce the people that are joining me on the program today. And we have Fadwa and Advait. So, Fadwa, just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do in addition to teaching Sahaja Yoga.
Good evening. So I live in England, in Canterbury, and I work part-time as an architect, and I'm a mother of three children. I run some Sahaja Yoga programs as well in Canterbury in person, and it's a pleasure to be here with you this evening to share a meditation all together.
Okay, and Advait, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Advait. I'm from India. I'm currently in Germany, in Hamburg, and doing my bachelor's. And today I will try to play some music for you, some Indian classical violin. So here's my violin, and I'll play Rag Durga.
Okay, why Rag Durga?
So in Indian classical music we have ragas. Ragas is basically in music we have 12 notes, and a raga is a combination of notes. So we pick a few notes. For example, this rag, this has 5 notes, and the combination of these notes is good for our chakras. So every chakra has a certain combination of notes, and I chose this raga because this perfectly fits for the heart chakra.
Wow. Okay, looking forward to joining you for the music and joining Fadwa for the second meditation. So let me talk a little bit about the left heart chakra. It's located in a correspondence to our physical heart on the right side of our chest. And we can show in the diagram the location of this chakra. And you'll see it's located as part of our left side, our emotional side. And some of the qualities of this left heart chakra are unconditional love, love that is unearned, it just flows. Also, increased awareness of reality, our true selves, and also a feeling of confidence, of knowing that we can really rely on ourselves. So let's begin our meditative time together now. Sit with our hands on our lap. See if our attention goes inward, becomes quiet. If we're distracted by thoughts, put attention on the breathing, not to control it, but just as a way to pull the attention into the present moment. So one of the ways that we get our attention onto our left heart is by reminding ourselves of what we are not. So we are not simply the sum of all our ideas and concepts. And we are not just the bundle of emotions and histories and things that have happened in the past. And we're not just our physical selves. We're not just this external shell of the body and face and voice. There's something much more profound that we truly are. And in Sahaja Yoga, we say that's the spirit. The spirit's located here on the left side of the chest, and it's also reflected here where the heart chakra is also here at the top of the head. Here we call this opening the Sahasrara. So we can actually put our right hand on top of our head. See if we're thinking, or we're just conscious that we have the weight of our right hand on top of our head. And then we raise our hand up. Notice what we're feeling in the palm of our right hand. Is it cool, warm? Maybe we don't feel anything. Is it silent? Or are there still one or two thoughts, or maybe a whole truckload of thoughts? Okay, we can rest our hand on our lap. So we work with this pure mothering energy in Sahaja Yoga, an energy of absolute pure love, which is like our own inner mother. And the name in Sanskrit is Kundalini, which means coiled. So let's now invite our own Kundalini to come up through the central channel and help guide our attention into meditation. So we have the left hand like this, and the right hand is going to go down the outside and up the inside. So left hand is just below the navel at the sacrum bone level. Right hand goes around it as we raise the left hand up steadily, up the center. We can tie our knot above our head, even tilt our head back a little bit. So we'll put our left hand again at that place of the Kundalini. Put our right hand going around the left hand, and we raise the left hand and invite this mothering energy and tie 2 knots the second time. And just see, am I thinking? Is my full attention on what I'm doing right now? Okay, a third time, we'll raise our left hand up the central channel, right hand going around, and the third time we tie 3 knots. Now we'll do the other hand motion, which is take the right hand, put it over to the left hip, bring it up over the left shoulder, over the top of the head, down the right shoulder, down to the right hip, and back. We do 7 of these. That was 1, and so for the next few minutes, we can also use the foot soak while we meditate. So let's put our feet in the foot soaking bucket. And with practice, you'll know what temperature water is good for you, whether it's warmer or cooler. So we can just rest our hands with the palms up on our lap. And we learned that our hands are indicating to us where the Kundalini would be very happy to have a little extra help if there's some extra blockages in some of the chakras. So just see what parts of the hand, what fingers are showing any kind of pressure or heat, or any kind of sensation that makes one finger sort of jump out. Pay attention to me. And sometimes we'll feel that, wow, most of the stuff I'm feeling is on my left hand. It feels kind of heavier or warmer. Or sometimes it's my right hand. It feels kind of heavier or warmer. So then we can balance the whole left channel and the whole right channel. So because there's a bunch of us here together, we can clear both channels, because some of us might be feeling a little sort of fatigued and emotional and kind of drained, and others are all charged up and can't wait to jump into the next thing, which we're then thinking about. So to clear the left channel, we just rest the left hand palms up on the lap, and we just put the right hand resting on the floor, or if we're sitting on a chair, just hanging down towards the floor with the fingertips towards the floor. And our attention is on the planet, the Mother Earth. So we would like all the heaviness, all the pressures, all the preoccupation with old things that pull us out of the present, we'd like all that to go into the earth. Now we'll clear the right channel for the people like me who think a lot, read a lot. Right hand resting on the lap, fingers pointed towards the photograph of Shri Mataji. We bend the left elbow, have the palm of the left hand facing back over our left shoulder. So all that mental activity, all the plans, projections, concepts, judgments, opinions, reactions, let all that go into the ether, into the sky. And especially when we get involved with our responsibilities, with family, with work, with all the things that we do, we get focused on the doing of it and we forget that also we want to be something. We want to be a calm, serene, balanced person. You can just have both hands on the lap. So as you feel the different fingers, then you can put the hands on the different places corresponding to the chakras. So let's say we want to clear the Swadhisthana chakra, number 2, which we feel in the thumbs. We can rest our hand on our navel and then just move the fingertips of the right hand about an inch lower, maybe 2 centimeters lower, and just press attention on the second chakra. It's kind of like our battery. So if we're thinking and doing a lot, we can really exhaust this battery. So we invite our Kundalini to please recharge this second center. And rest our hands on our lap. So even while just sitting, a lot of the stuff that is clogging our chakras, either from our own life or stuff that we've just picked up by being out there in the world, is going out into the water and the salt. The foot soak is continually pulling stuff out, and that's why we like to do it every night before we sleep. Who wants to wake up with all that stuff still in the chakras? So now we can rinse off our feet, and we'll set aside our foot soaking bucket for later. So you can just push it to one side after we've rinsed off the feet. So in Sahaja Yoga, we do all kinds of techniques, things in our attention, things we say, positions of our hands, and we can also say some sacred sounds. So we can use the Sanskrit language in which the syllables actually project energy or vibrations. So for clearing the left heart, we can say some Sanskrit syllables. And there's a great meaning to them as well. So for the left heart chakra, we will say something that includes the words Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat is truth, Chit is attention, and Ananda is joy. So we'll put it together, and later in the program, we'll hear it sung. So we can just put our hand on our left heart and say, I am truth. I am pure attention. I am joy. Sat Chit Ananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. So now we can just sit quietly for one more minute together. See if our attention stays still and silent. Now let's watch an excerpt of a talk by Shri Mataji, the founder of Sahaja Yoga.
You don't do wrong things. You just don't do it. It's not that somebody is telling you or you want to follow it or there is compulsion or you are disciplined. But you just don't like to do wrong things, to say something which is not respectful, which is not helpful, which is not loving. This is the quality of a Sahaja, where you become the spirit. Becoming the spirit, you don't have to tell anybody. It's so obvious, so evident, and one can see that. And the more you go deep into yourself, you find that you are endowed with such greatness within you, such beautiful feelings, such nice things within you, that you overcome the ego of others. I must tell you a story. Once I went to see a saint. So the Sahaja said, Mother, you never go and see these gurus and this and that. So why do you want? I said, you come along with me. So we had to climb a lot. I said, from here you see his vibration. First you see his vibration. Lots of vibrations come. So we went up the hill, climbed up. And this gentleman was supposed to have powers that he could control the rain. And it started raining, and raining very heavy. And I got completely drenched in that rain. When I went up, I saw him sitting on a stone, just shaking his head with anger or I don't know what. So I went into his cave and sat down. So he came back. And he said to me, Mother, why didn't you allow me to stop the rain? Is it to overcome my ego? I said, no, not that. I didn't see your ego anywhere. But the problem is another. You are a sannyasi, you are one who are an ascetic, you bought a sari for me. Now if you bought a sari for me, I can't take from you because you are a sannyasi. So I had to get drenched so that I will have to borrow sari from you. And the whole thing melted away. He became a very different person. So with wisdom, you know how to handle different types of people. You say things by which you melt their ego. Their conditionings also are brought into a kind of a new awakening with it. They see in you that wisdom, that love, that expression of, I should say, your spirit. And that's how so many saints, though they were tortured and troubled by many, but they were definitely very much respected and loved. But those saints in those days, I must say, were definitely very nice and good people. But one thing was there, they were rather strict and disciplining with their disciples. The reason was that they were not realized souls, their disciples. And these gurus thought that unless and until you discipline these people, they'll never rise, they'll never become something great. So they are to be disciplined. And those who were seekers of truth accepted. All right, whatever you say we'll do. Even if you ask us to fast, we'll do. They'll stand on their heads, all right, stand on our head. Do what you say, I will be willing to do it. You don't have to worry on that point. And that's how they were very disciplining type. But in Sahaja Yoga, there's no discipline taught. The reason is you are realized souls. Your spirit is there and the spirit gives you the light. In that light you see yourself so clearly and you can discipline yourself. I don't have to tell you. You know that so many people have given up drugs overnight. But I never told them, I never even talked about drugs or anything. And how did they do it? Because they had the light. And this is what is you have got today in the light of the Spirit. You become absolutely independent and absolutely free, complete freedom, because you have the light. not do. You cannot do wrong things. Supposing now there is light and there is some sort of a big explosion taking place. I won't run towards the explosion. No, you won't run either, because you have got the eyes. So the spirit and its light is the greatest guiding factor. So this is what you have achieved through your enlightenment, that you are beyond all this. And you become a person of a temperament which is so loving and so joyful. I mean, it's so many examples I can give in Sahaja. It has happened that I have seen the beauty of their love and affection. Not only towards me, but only towards others also. Only if it is only towards me, I can explain it. But I can't explain the way they are kind to people, as I told you yesterday, that these people went to Israel, now they went to Egypt, they went to Russia. Who told them? I never asked anybody to go anywhere. On their own they felt they have to go and do this job, and they have to help people to get out of their ignorance. So today, on such a day, when you are celebrating my 75th birthday, and so many balloons are there. They are very remarkably, very picturesque and have colors of different types expressing your love for me. In everything I see your love. Whatever you have done here, all your decorations, everything, I feel my children are so loving. I have done nothing for you. I don't know what makes you feel such gratitude. I still want to know what have I done. I have done nothing. But the way you want to express your love is very surprising, except for, I would say that you got the light of your spirit. In that light, might be you see something different in me, but the way you are showing your gratitude is really beyond. As the other day one of the speakers said that you don't thank your mother, take her for granted. It's a fact. There's no need to thank me, you have to take me for granted. But the way you want to thank me, just like a small little child would like to thank, just become like children. You're so enthusiastic about it, and you don't understand that normally is not done like this anywhere. Nobody tries to be just like children expressing their beautiful love. It's a very new thing that one can see. Such peace, such love, such joy all around in a far-fetched place like this. How could you do that? How could you manage that? It's not easy to understand. It's not for human beings to see that. They just don't understand how these people are like this and why are they living like this so happily. Now you have comforts in the house, you are living so well in your houses, everything is there, but here in the scout ground, it's not such a comfortable place to live. But you can live anywhere, I know, I've seen it. Wherever you are, as long as there are Sahajogis around, you don't care for anything. And this collective enjoyment of each other, without any expectation, without any criticism, without any gossip or any nonsense like that, is so beautiful. And even when you pull each other's legs, I enjoy your jokes and understand that is such friendship, such beautiful friendship. Whether you are from India or from England or from America or from any other place, You find this such oneness of understanding, oneness of movement. Like one wave rises and another wave rises, another wave rises. It's continuous, eternal. And this is what one has to achieve for others also. For that also must remember that you have the light others don't have. So you have to be very considerate, tolerant and understanding about their problem and just listen to them. What is their problem? First they'll tell you that my business is going down, or they might say that my wife is no good, or my son has no job, he is not working, all kinds of things they might tell him. Listen to them. For them it is important. All right. After that, you will find gradually, you see, they'll soothe down. Because you are emitting love. You are emitting joy. You are emitting confidence through your spiritual awakening. You have those powers. You just stand anywhere and you can create peace in that place. You can create happiness in that place. So be confident. Don't lose your confidence. Also, your wisdom to understand others will be very much convincing for other people to understand that they are something exceptional. They don't get angry, they don't get into temper, they are not mad people, they are not after some sort of a craze, just very, very balanced people. And this, you don't have to practice, it is there. It is within you and you should be proud of it. You should not think that it is something that you have to achieve or to become. You have it. Within yourself, you have it. Only thing that you have to see in the light of the Spirit yourself. It just is a very simple thing and that works out. It is not easy for others to understand you, but it should be very easy to understand them because you were like that before and now they are seeing you and they will become like. It's very simple. You can see this, that I started Sahaja Yoga with one lady. And now today, see how many are there. Now what have I done? I really don't know. What have I done? I have no idea. And what you think, such gratitude and enjoyment and joy. So all these things, whatever I have told you, you have to be aware of your being, of your own self, of your spirit. That you are the spirit. And as you are the spirit, you are beyond all these things. And once that happens, you will be amazed. What a personality you are.
Let's sit quietly for another minute and just enjoy the vibrations of this talk of Shri Mataji. And now we'll listen to some music called Rag Durga and just feel how it works on your heart.
Thank you so much, Avdite, for that beautiful, beautiful musical nourishment. So let us keep our attention over our head on that seventh chakra, the Sahasrara. Our back is straight. Our hands are open, ready to receive the beautiful vibrations. And our attention is floating lightly above our head, effortlessly, completely surrendering all effort. So that beautiful music and Shri Mataji's words have already established that place for us to remain up there, and when the vibrations are so strong, it's just like a magnet above your head that just pulls you up. And if any thoughts come, we just don't engage. And just make sure that we are physically completely relaxed, not tensing any part of our body. And let's just take our right hand to our heart, to the left side of our chest. And just take a few deep breaths and just allow this part of our chest to really expand. And just as we do so, I am just that pure spirit. Not this body, not this mind, not any emotions, not my past, not my profession, not my ego. I am just that pure, content, peaceful spirit that is completely free, completely detached, completely whole. And it's like an ocean within us. And that spirit, it reaches everywhere. It's vast, and in its vastness we also realize that we are a tiny drop of something much, much greater. And we can completely trust this state. Trust our spirit. It is our guide. Like Shri Mataji said, it is our light. It knows so much better than our mind, so much better than our emotions, because it completely plugs in to this all-pervading power. So it just knows, it has that consciousness, that higher awareness. So we can just trust it and have that faith, that complete faith in ourselves, that complete security. Mother, I am the Spirit. Please come into my heart and open my heart, expand my heart. Nourish it fully and allow me to love myself and love the whole world. Just become love. And become that source of love that Shri Mataji talked about, that can nourish others. So we're just going to sing those sounds, those sacred sounds that Mark introduced at the start of the program. Those Sanskrit sounds, Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat being truth, Chitta the attention, and Ananda the joy. So those sounds, they really represent what the Spirit is. When we are in the state of the Spirit, we become truth, or we become aware of the truth, the reality. Our attention merges with that and we feel that absolute joy, that bliss. So we're going to sing these sounds. Sat Chit Ananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. Shivoham means I am the Spirit in Sanskrit. So I'm just going to sing it and just see how we feel when we listen to it, or when we sing it. Maybe you can join in. Satchitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Satchitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Satchitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Satchitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Satchitanandarupam Shivoham Shivoham Satchitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. I am the truth, the attention, and the joy. I am the Spirit. I am the Spirit. And we can just bring our right hand up to our Sahasrara chakra, to the top of the head, the 7th chakra, and just place our right hand on our scalp, applying a bit of pressure and massaging it, and then just extending the hand above the head, about 10 or 20 centimeters. And hopefully we can feel that gush of Kundalini energy emanating from the top of our head. That cool breeze that's connecting us with this all-pervading power. And also connecting us with one another when we're all up there, all plugged into this power. And we can bring our right hand back down, open on our lap, leaving our attention up there. And if we have any disturbance, we just say, "Not now," or "I forgive. I forgive. I am love. I just forgive." And if our attention drops at any point, remember you can always use your right hand to raise the Kundalini up again. It's your energy, you use it. Just raise it up again. And bring it back up there where you want it to remain. Where you are in silence, you are at peace. So we'll just remain up there and just see if there are any thoughts or whether you are quiet. I am just love. So to be in this state, it's fundamental to recognize the beauty of our own being. So if we carry any guilt within ourselves, just make sure we just shrug it off. I'm not guilty at all. I am just the spirit. So whatever past mistakes we have made, we just let go of them. We don't identify with them because we're all just learning. And it really humbles us to recognize that. And then we can just appreciate who we are, that we really are just that pure spirit, but nonetheless we have a body and a mind and we will make mistakes, but we need not identify with any of those. I am just that pure spirit. And the quality of that spirit is love, is peace and is joy. Okay, so we'll finish off now by just raising our Kundalini and putting a bandhan. So as we did at the start, our left hand is going to go straight up whilst the right hand winds over and out around the left. And then we're going to tie a knot, tie up our Kundalini on top of our head. And we'll do that 3 times for the 3 energy channels. And the second time we're going to tie 2 knots. And now the last time we tie 3 knots. And then we bring our right hand over to our left hip and draw that horseshoe shape over our head to the right and back again. And that's 1, and we'll do it 7 times. Okay, so back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Fadwa. So the next time we're going to see Fadwa and Advait is in just a minute or two, where we'll share some experiences about our life practicing Sahaja Yoga. Before we get to that part of the program, I have a few announcements about the program. So on Sunday, it will be our workshop day. And this is always my favorite day of the week for 21 days, because we have a meditation, a video of Shri Mataji, and then we have a chance to meet the people that are joining the call in breakout rooms and really get to know each other and enjoy the meditation together. The topic will be focusing even more on the heart chakra, where we have the qualities of the left heart, love and compassion, and the qualities of the center heart, which is our inner strength and security. And then we have the right heart, which is our sense of responsibility. So this is the 21 days, and we meet twice a week, every week until Wednesday, June 18th. So the classes are on Wednesday and Sunday for 12 weeks. They're always at 8 o'clock Central European time, always at the same Zoom link. So as we mentioned at the beginning of the program, we have a lot of resources for people that would really like to explore Sahaja Yoga and see just how many changes can I make in my life and in myself. So really strong element is having a mentor, a Sahaja Yoga partner, someone who can meditate with you, enjoy that change, that growth in you together with you. We also have a WhatsApp group where we post spiritual messages and course reminders, and the link is in the Zoom chat. The link to get a mentor is in the Zoom chat. And then we also have a course website, and there's the QR code that will take you there, where all our previous classes are recorded, and you can also download all the PDFs of handouts that we've offered during the course. There's a lot of material there. And if you've missed the heart chakra handout in the first session, we're offering it again in the second session. So you'll be able to read about the aspects of the heart chakra and also practice the affirmations that you can say in your own language. Here in the handout, they're posted in English, but there's things that we say. For instance, for the left heart, we say, I am the Spirit. So now comes the part of the program in which I will invite the 2 other presenters back on, and you can ask them questions, or you can ask a question directly through chat Q&A in the Zoom chat, or you can ask to actually meet with a Sahaja Yoga teacher in a breakout room and talk to them directly. Like, I have a question about Sahaja Yoga. So now I'd like to invite back Advait and Fadwa. And we will look for questions in the chat coming to us. So here's a really basic question. I'm sitting there meditating and I start to feel this finger, and I find out in Sahaja Yoga, that's my left heart. What's one way to clear a blockage in my left heart chakra? Advait?
That's an interesting question. So I would just say I'll keep my right hand on my heart chakra, on my left heart chakra, and I'll just say I'm pure, I'm the pure spirit. I'm the pure spirit. And I'll just I'll just put my attention there, call my Kundalini there, and Kundalini will nourish it and clear it. That's my solution.
Any other way that you found works, Fadwa, to clear your left heart?
Well, another way that we learn here in Sahaja Yoga is to give a bandhan to a chakra. So we're just using your right hand. You just draw a circle in front of that particular chakra. So if it's the left heart, you draw a circle from the top towards the left to the bottom to the right. And just do that a few times. And then just offer, you're turning your chakra. So chakras are like wheels, they turn. So you're just turning the chakra and then taking whatever comes out, whatever negativity, and offering it to the Mother Earth. So you can just do that. That's a very simple way. And I think it's just a matter of kind of following your thoughts and recognizing that it closes when we think too much. So just relaxing our mind by just forgiving also helps to open the heart.
We do live in the world and we are human, and sometimes things happen and we just don't like them. And we have a reaction. Maybe we have a thought about it, and maybe we almost have some negative reaction or negative thoughts. So, Advait, how do you keep your heart open?
So I would say the heart chakra is a chakra for joy, for love. And if you help out each other, if you just love each other without any conditions, without any expectations, I mean, helping is just a form of love. As Mother said, the essence of love is care. So if you have just this feeling of care to everyone, and if you treat everyone like your own family, if you love everyone like your own family, and that will open your heart, and that will just fill your heart with love, I would say. So yes.
Fadwa, how do you keep your heart open?
Yeah, it's like you say, I sort of trace. I tend to trace where that feeling is coming from. If it's kind of, if I'm feeling some resentment or bitterness, and it's usually from my emotions or from my mind, my thoughts, and I just recognize that those are not really reality. It's not really who I am. They're just constructions of my mind. So I again remember that I am just the spirit. I don't have to react to this. It's just automatic reactions that are coming from actually our ego and super ego. So I just remind myself that I am the spirit, and like Advait said, I'm just love. And that kind of helps me to detach myself from the situation and not get affected. And in time, I feel like my heart opens again, but sometimes it takes a while.
Yeah, I find if I can just stop thinking, just is there that quiet place? Am I there? And then I have a whole different attitude about what's in front of me, of what I'm going to deal with. And it's going to be with the qualities of the heart. It's going to be with compassion, patience, uh, allowing the situation to be as it is and not reacting so much through my head. Advait, can you share an experience when you had a deep feeling of connecting to your spirit?
So I have a very wonderful experience. I'm currently studying in Germany, and it's been almost 8 to 9 months that I'm in Germany. And I remember the first time I came to Germany. I originally come from India, from Pune, Maharashtra, and it was the first time as a student in Germany. I never had been away from my parents or my family and stuff, and it was my first time alone on my own, without my family, without my friends, in a totally different country, in a totally different culture. And I remember I went to the meditation center where people come together, they meditate, they sing songs, and I was at this meditation center, and we meditated. And after the meditation, out of nowhere, that it was I was so overwhelmed, and I don't know, I started to tears came out of my eyes, and I started to cry, and this were tears of joy, because in a totally new country, about 4,000 kilometers away from my parents, I felt the connection with everyone. It was just like we are all old friends, and we have met just after a long period of time. I could feel the connection of my spirit with the different people there, and it was just the Kundalini energy within us which was resonating, and I just felt that we are just connected, all our spirits are connected. And it kind of changed my way of thinking. I mean, I felt it like it was like at home. I felt like I was in my city in Pune, meditating with all my meditation friends, and I had the same feeling here as well. So it was a kind of a homely feeling of connection, and yeah, that was the experience that I had.
Can you share an experience, Fadwa?
Um, yeah, I have an experience. It was once I was going to London, and I was actually going with two other girls who were practicing Sahaja Yoga. It was in 2006, and we were going to go on a yeah, we were going to London to actually prepare the house that Shri Mataji was going to stay in London for that visit. And when we arrived at the train station in London, I was told that I wasn't going to be able to go. And so it was kind of a shock, but at the same time, I knew that it was a part of me thought, okay, is it sort of a test? But I thought, okay, I'm sure it's for the best. But there I was in London, sort of with no other plans. And I just remember taking myself to a really nice area of London in Hampstead. And at some point, I was just walking there in the nature, and I just felt such an immense sense of bliss. It was so powerful, and I really felt as though this all-pervading power was kind of reassuring me, or it was like telling me, yes, it was just meant to be this way, and that I've taken it well, or something. But it was just such a sense of bliss and joy in that moment, that I really felt that that experience was much greater probably than the experience I would have had maybe doing what I thought I was going to do, which I was really excited about, preparing this house for Shri Mataji's arrival. But instead, I was there, and I was feeling so much joy that it was, just so fulfilling. And yeah, that's my experience. So it's kind of a bit of detachment, being able to be detached and see the situation, and then you get that sort of, I don't know, that other fulfillment, that bliss from allowing it to just, don't dwell on the disappointment maybe that one might feel. I don't know.
I just go into meditation listening to your answers, because when we're here, then just as we talk to each other, call people up on the phone, sit with them, meditate with them, it really sustains that state, the Sat Chit Ananda state. So I want to say it's been total bliss to spend this program with you too. And it's like I'm meeting you on this program for the first time, but as Advait said, it's like now we are old friends. I know I can definitely knock on your door, and I'll be with family. So just want to say
Likewise.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us on the program. So we'll see everybody on Sunday for the next program in the 21 days course. So looking forward to seeing you at that time. Thank you for joining us.